All right, welcome back to Salt City Counseling, everybody. Once again, my name is Scott Carter. I'm a licensed therapist here in the beautiful state of Utah. In this video, I have a parenting pro tip. I love this. I love this tip. I love this method. I love this homework assignment that I've given to parents before. And this is one thing that I have found that parents can do, which can make a huge difference in their relationship with their kid. And so I'm gonna talk about something really simple and basic and easy that you can do to improve your relationship with your kid. Now, to be really super duper clear, as a clinician, as someone who's worked with teenagers for 20 years, there's one thing that is so underrated in terms of helping kids, influencing kids, or being a positive thing for kids, and that is having a good relationship with healthy adults, and especially their parents. And sometimes I talk to parents because, I mean, they bring their kids to me because there's a lot of issues. And I'm like, you need to make your relationship a priority. And they don't see it as a priority. They see school and grades as a priority. They see, I don't care if they hate me. They need to learn the rules and that type of stuff. And what they fail to understand is that those things don't really, having a bad relationship with your kid and helping them learn how to be successful in life don't go together. Kids are going to learn the rules of life. They're more likely to be responsible and act responsibly if they have a really positive relationship with their parents. That's just the brass tacks of it. And it's like, as a clinician, I hate to say it, but I feel like sometimes I've had better relationships with kids than the parents did. And I hate saying that. It's really super duper important for parents to have that close bond, that positive relationship with their kid. If you have a really good relationship with your teenager, things get so much easier. Things get so much. You're just going to be way more effective in motivating them, in influencing them, in helping them, in getting and bringing them along. And so I try to get parents to focus on the bonding, the connection, the relationship, and the connection. And I can tell that it hurts parents when they don't have that. And so it's interesting sometimes to see some parents who, even though you can tell that they dislike being resented by their children, they struggle to change it. It's unusual. It's strange. It baffles me. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple thing and a homework assignment that you can do to improve your relationship with your teenager or teenagers. Before I get to that, let me get some housekeeping out of the way. Be sure to stay tuned for my new channel, Therapy for Teens and young folks. It's called 10,000 Ronin. Actually, named it after this picture behind me, this warrior, Japanese warrior. It's a Ronin. It's a samurai without a master. And so stay tuned for that channel. I know that this channel is pretty dense for the most part, and I wanted to do something that was more relatable for young people. So stay tuned for that. And let's see. If you really like my content, hit the tip jar, man. Really helps me out. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Any and all gratuity that people send me is much appreciated. And if you've already sent some, I really appreciate it. If you have a viewer question regarding parenting teens, regarding high conflict, custody, divorce, personality disorders, mental health in general, scottc at saltcitycounseling.com, or you can write it in one of the comment sections below. I'll do my best to get to it if the question is clear and well stated. And obviously, help me get to my first, hit subscribe, man. I'm super close to my first 1 million. So please hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. You know what to do. It helps me out a lot. And so, without further ado, this is my parenting pro tip. There's a little bit of a story that goes along with it. It's one of my favorite stories. It's one of my favorite things that I witnessed as a clinician. So I was working with this kid. I think at the time he was 14. He had just turned 14. His relationship with his dad was really contentious. There was a lot of headbutting. They would kind of fight and argue, and there's a lot of power struggling. And the dad, I could tell, was taking some things very personally. And personally felt very disrespected by his behavior. And I'm like, he's 14, man. Chill out. Right? But at the end of the day, I knew that this dad was awesome. I knew that he was an amazing dad. He really was. He was a great dad. And I even told this dad a plethora of times, I said, Man, I got dozens of teenagers I wish I could give you to as a father, because really, ultimately, he was a very, very good guy and a very, very good dad. I'm sure he still is. Anyways, so um, he was very, very upset. He was very feeling very disrespected by his son. And so during the session, I was like, you know what? I want you to give this kiddo a hug. I want you to reach over. I want you to put your arms around him. I want you to give him a big hug, and I want you to tell him that you love him. And I was really disappointed in him at the time because he wouldn't do it. He's no, I don't want to. I'm not going to. You can't make me. Was his dad, and I was kind of disappointed in him, and I sort of let him know I've had a really good relationship with his dad. And I was like, oh, come on, you're better than that. You know, you're better than that. And he wouldn't. So I said, okay, that's fine. But here's the thing. Every single day for the next week until I see you guys again, I want you to give your son a big hug, and I want you to tell him that you love him. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once a day. Okay? So I sent him off with his homework assignment, and they came back 1 week later. And in 1 week, their relationship had completely changed. I could tell right off the bat that they had done it. But when I asked him about it, the dad said, well, not only did I do it, but I actually the one thing that really bugs me that he does when he would do that, I would punish him by giving him a hug and telling him that I loved him. And it completely switched their relationship around in a week. They were total buds after that. You could tell they were super close again. You could tell that their relationship had improved drastically. And I think sometimes we forget that more than anything, your kids need to feel loved. More than anything, they need to know that you approve of them and that you love them and that you care about them no matter what. That you're never going to give up on them and those types of things. And kids need bonding. Okay? They're kids. They need this. This is one of their psychological needs, is to have a bond, is to be bonded. This is one of their psychological needs. Don't underestimate the importance of this, how important it is for them to feel bonded. And one simple easy way to do that is to give them a hug and tell them that you love them every day. Hey, come here. Be sincere, by the way. Kids, teenagers, they can see right through it when you're fake or disingenuous, and that just works against you. So if you really love your child, look inwardly and see if you can find that love. See if you can find that feeling of love. Think about a life without them. What would happen if you lost them? How would you feel? What do you love about them? What's great about them? What do you think is amazing about them? Cultivate those emotions of love and gratitude and caring for them, and find that place internally and go off of that and just be, and when it comes off genuine, it's really, really important. It's really effective. It just works. Again, I've been working with teens for 20 years. Like I said, they can tell when you're faking it. They can tell when you're BSing them. They hate it. It bugs them. I was that way when I was a kid. I could tell which adults were just pretending to like me and pretending to be nice, and ugh, right? Think about when you were a teen, right? Teachers or whatever, if they pretended to like you, or if they were just kind of I don't know, fake or disingenuous. How did you feel about them? Versus the teachers that seem to really care. That's just one example, right? And so find that genuine caring. Find that place of genuine, authentic love and caring for your kid, and give them a big hug. Tell them that you love them. Do it every day. Make sure that you tell them no matter what you do, I will always care about you. No matter what you do, I will see good things in you. That's really honestly what kids need to hear these days. That's what they need to hear, especially from their parents more than anything. And it honestly makes me a little bit sad sometimes that it's such a struggle to get parents to do these basic things. Give them a hug. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you will love them no matter what. Tell them that you will never give up on them. Kids need to hear this. They need to hear this stuff. And so maybe leave a comment below. Why is this such a challenge? Why is this so difficult? Why is it so difficult to do this? But it's super important and it's super effective. Especially if you have kids around 10, 11 years old. Man, they need it really bad. 10 years old is a very, very important age in growing up. I might end up doing a separate video on that. But for the time being, I'm going to end this one. So thanks for watching. Make sure that you subscribe while you're here. And we'll see you in the next one.